Hello, welcome to FinInvest Niger. My name is Tom Princewill. I'm a certified securities and investment specialist, and I've been investing in the markets for the past 2 decades. So I would like to take a tiny bit of your time to analyze this particular company, United Capital PLC. Let's see precisely the company's suitability or not for your investment portfolio. So in this case, we are dealing with the company's third quarter result because the full year result or the fourth quarter result is not yet out. So you have to make do with what is available here. A viewer asked that I should analyze this company for him. So it will be to the benefit of the entire subscriber of this channel. So the company generated a revenue of 28.165 billion naira as at September last year. That is the 9 months ending September or the third quarter of last year. The revenue there was 28.165 billion naira as against 41.542 billion naira in the third quarter 2025. All right, from 28 billion to approximately 42 billion naira. That is a sizable level of increase, an increase of slightly above 10 billion naira. So we now come to the company's operating profit. These operating profits here, the company recorded 17.022 billion naira in operating profits in the third quarter 2024 as against 23.145 billion naira. That's from 17 to 23 billion. That's an increase of about 6 billion naira, which is quite commendable. And we want to move forward to the company's profit before tax. So United Capital PLC generated a profit before tax of 18.731 billion naira as against 25.041 billion naira. All right, that's an increase of about an increase of about 6 billion naira, thereabout approximately. So for the profit after tax, the company generated 15.985 billion naira as against 21.173 billion naira in the year 2025. This 16, this 21, that's approximately 5 billion naira, 5 billion naira in increase in profit after tax. Then for the total comprehensive income, the amount here is 110.809 billion naira, 110.809 billion naira, as against 34.987 billion, as against 38.987 billion, approximately 34 billion naira to 110. This is a very huge increase, although this particular value doesn't really contribute much to the earnings per share. This is what actually regulates the level of earnings per share, the after-tax profits, and not the total comprehensive income. This is what we are using for our analysis. Now, we are through with this segment of the analysis. This segment comprises the profit and loss statements of the profit and loss statements of the financial statements. Please, chartered accountant should not laugh at me. I studied engineering. I'm not an accountant. All right. So this is a summary of the entire financial statement, profit and loss, the balance sheet, as well as the cash flow statements. All right. So let's make progress. So this is the price of the company. The company's share price is 20 naira 80 kobo, and the shares outstanding is 18 billion. It's 18 billion. That's the number of shares outstanding, 18 billion. And then the market capitalization is 37.4 374.4 billion naira. That's the market cap of this company. It's a huge company actually. It's big, approximately 400 billion. And then before we come here, let's look at the company's cash position. The company has about 474.4 billion naira in cash. All right, almost like almost like half a trillion naira, thereabouts. 474.4 billion naira is the company's cash position, cash at hand, cash in the bank, and cash in fixed deposit, as the case may be. Then the shareholders' equity or shareholder fund or equity is 229.9 billion naira. Approximately 230 billion naira is the company's equity or shareholders' fund. We now come to the company's PE ratio. The PE ratio essentially is the division of the company's share price by the earnings per share. Now, this earnings per share is the most important, factor or figure in the overall analysis we are doing. This is the most important. All these big figures we are seeing, so all these big billions, all right, they are very important, but this is the most significant. These are the most significant. This earnings per share. So the earnings per share grew from 89 kobo to 1 naira 17 kobo. From 89 kobo to 1 naira 17 kobo. Now, for you to determine the company's PE ratio, you will have to divide the company's share price, which is 20 naira 80 kobo, by the earnings per share, which is 1 naira 17 kobo. By the time you divide this one, all right, by this, you are going to get 17.78, which represents the company's PE ratio. Now, what is the essence of the PE ratio? What's the significance of the PE ratio? It helps you to compare, to have a ranking of how cheap or expensive the company is within the same sector. So you could compare this particular company with other companies in the same sector, with it, to determine how cheap or how expensive the company is. I'm not going into I'm not undertaking a sector analysis here, so I wouldn't want to go as broad as that. Maybe at your own spare time, you could also determine the PE ratio of other companies in the sector and see where this particular one stands, and see where United Capital, stands in line with the other companies also. Now, this figure means that for every 1 naira of earnings, you are paying 17 naira 78 kobo. It's like walking into a shop, maybe in a market, wherever, and you have an item worth 1 naira, and you are buying that item for 17 naira 78 kobo. That's the meaning of this PE ratio. All right, it shows you how cheap or how expensive the company is. Well, considering the fact that they've been, increase along the way, all through, we've recorded increase in these parameters, which equally resulted in an increase in the earnings per share. All right, so this company, if you so desire, you could buy it. You can make it maybe 5% of your portfolio. All right, it's okay. 5% of your portfolio is okay. If you really like the company, please, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I render a portfolio management service to clients who have the resources to do so and are keen on utilizing my service. So you could contact me on this number, 080 6602 8818. 080 So when you contact me, we can sit down and see how we could work together. I will help you to craft or design a profitable short and long term portfolio for you. So that is it. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video and share it as well, so you can reach out to about 1 million Nigerians with this particular message of investing in the Nigerian stock market.